So today sees the launch of the new TaylorMade Qi35 lineup, and that's exactly what we're going to look at in today's video. And I'm going to show you what is quite clearly the most forgiving driver that I have ever tested from TaylorMade in this Qi35 lineup of 3 options in the driver. I'm also going to show you the fastest and longest fairway wood that I've tried from TaylorMade. And when we move into hybrids, there's a welcome change to what they've done with the hybrids as well. This is an impressive lineup and quite possibly some of the best clubs we are going to see in 2025. But there are also a few shocks along the way, so don't go anywhere. So quite simply, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try each of these products with the aid of TrackMan, and we'll get a first impressions of each of them, and then I will do a more in-depth review in the weeks ahead out on the golf course. Very briefly, I'm also going to tell you what has changed in terms of the tech specification on these models. Now, first of all, in the drivers, you've got the Max product, you've got the Core product, which is what I would refer to as standard, you've got the LS model, and you've got a new Max Lite. Now, effectively, there's a lot of similarities in each of the products, but there are some differences as well. First of all, the Max product, 34 grams of weight, tungsten weight that is positioned to optimize spin and launch for the type of golfer that is going to use the Max product. It's not movable, it's a fixed weight position, no options to change things apart from the hosel settings. Now, the difference in the LS and the Core model is for the first time there are movable weights that are in a fixed position. So if I can explain that, it's probably easy to look at the LS model. There are 2 smaller weights in the front of the product, and in the rear you'll also see a back end weight as well. They can be moved round. In the Core product, it's just a case of heavy weight at the back, lighter weight at the front. They can be changed. For me, the main theme in all of this is they have changed CG projection, and that means maneuvering weight to get optimal launch and spin as well as ball speed in each of the models. So it's located very differently. It's not a new theme, but it's very much been tweaked and changed. The story isn't incredibly exciting, I'll be honest with you. And the main thing that I would suggest we're looking at in the TaylorMade lineup is, first of all, the best looking lineup that I have seen from a brand thus far. I think it looks incredible. I'm not going to repeat that because I can say that for every model, from the Fairway Woods into the hybrids. Looks amazing, both from shelf appeal, that's the underneath, and when you turn the product over at address. The best finish that I've seen produced by TaylorMade, and that alone will mean it will do incredibly well in sales. The people that see this thing are blown away as just to how good the finish is. There's a more premium look to it, chrome around the hosel, the actual matte crown, again, the detailing in it, the shaping and profile and the work that has gone into these are clearly visibly different than what we've seen in the past, in my opinion, from TaylorMade. But first off, let's have a look at the performance of each of the driver models and what I managed to achieve with my type of swing speed. That's a lovely start, you know. You just got to look at the club head speed before you get too excited about what the carry distance is. That's off 93 club head speed. Down the middle, 225 carry, nice spin rate, nice launch angle. First ball hit with the Max product. Exactly where I'd expect it to be. I love that. That's my shot, and it didn't cut. I mean, I'm trying to aim left with a bit of cut, and if anything, just kept the ball flight pretty neutral, but great set of numbers. Again, just look at it relative to club head speed. Just have a look at smash factor. Don't generally pay a lot of attention to it, but if I put smash factor onto screen now, 148, so really efficient number. But doing it with ease, like I said, there's a very slow swing. Really doing it well. Uh, 137, same number in terms of ball speed. And this is what I noticed in the fitting, another 148 smash factor. is dispersion was so good with this lineup, which is effectively what TaylorMade have tried to do. Work on that movement of CG location. Yeah, really impressive. I think I might have pulled that one down the left. Now, wow, that's certainly helping. 140 ball speed on that. 1.49 smash factor. That's the max, 9 degrees. The look at address on these is, again, the best I've seen from TaylorMade. It really is impressive. Seems to go. Oh, 141. We've cranked up the ball speed there. A little bit more club head speed. So everything is relative, but still very efficient. 149 smash factor. This is the core product that I'm trying now. 9 degrees still. Same shaft. But hopefully we're going to see what we've seen there, which is slightly lower launching, lower spinning product. Yeah, just really interesting. Every ball hit now is arguably just a little bit low on spin, but 1800 spin, 228 carry. But you can see the difference in the total or suggested total when that rollout becomes 263 overall, and that's because of that change in spin number. Launching lower every ball. So what I like to see straight away is between two drivers, the way in which the weighting effectively has been set up within that club head means it's changed the parameters and doing different things for different golfers. And in this case, probably more like what I'd be looking for from driver, but really interesting. I'm going to give the LS just a quick whirl and see if we can get anything out of that. Straight away, first thing to notice is a more classic teardrop kind of profile. Really looks nice at address, a little bit more compact. Would be my choice if I could get any sort of tune out of this thing. My fear is this model is perhaps not aimed at me and my club head speed, but let's see what we can do with it. Straight away you see there spinning at 1520. It's falling out the sky for me. Really good ball struck, decent carry distance, but like I said, I don't know, it's kind of what you want, but that's a tough one to control. Let's try one more. And this thing is just, again, as all the faces appear, hot. Well, look at that. Drops down to a 208 carry with that low launch and low spin. Now it'll run on forever, but what yet again, highlighting the need for such a wide number of products within a lineup nowadays to suit every golfer, because quite clearly my club head speed just doesn't handle this kind of setup. And like I said, it'll run out 247 yards. Playing on a links course, this thing could possibly be an absolute weapon, but it's not something I would choose to play. And you can hear the damn thing go off. The face is definitely different this year. Didn't manage to turn that one, pushed it out, and spin crept up a little. It's more like the number you would be looking for. But the noticeable difference, carbon wood has changed its acoustics every year, and again, this has got this great balance between a club that you think is absolutely zipping off the face. It gives you plenty of encouragement, but it's not that loud bang that can come off some drivers. I lit a few more, but effectively there's very much a difference between each of these three, and they all do what they're intended to do really well. They perform very, very well. Love the sound and feel, love the look, as I've said. Performance was very, very stable, very consistent. Love to get these out on the fairways and have a deeper delve. Into the hybrids next. And don't go anywhere, because there is a real product in here. There's an absolute showstopper, let me tell you. And of course, I'm going to keep it till the end. Into the hybrids, only 2 options this time around, meaning the Tour model is gone. So you've got 2 profiles that are very, very similar in the shape. The size of the 2 differs slightly. But again, only adjustable in one of the models, and that's the core product. The Max product is set up as standard, and the story, like I said, is very much similar to what we've seen in the driver in terms of the multi-compound constructions, but it's great profile on the Max product. Really looks nice sat at address. Seemed fast off the face, may have just turned it over a tad. Yeah, what an absolute rocket ball. This is the 3 hybrid that I'm testing in both this model and the core, and yeah, 2 balls hit, both over 200 carry. Spin number, peak height, the ball's launching high with the Max product. Incredible ball speeds. Yeah, I mean, pretty much what I'd expect from this kind of hybrid. What will be interesting to see is how consistently we can do this. Again, went off so hot. The face just feels so fast. 214 carry, 16.7 launch, 2.8 spin. I mean, that's a set of numbers there that you'd be more than happy with. The turnover and closing down the left-hand side is purely down to my swing. Felt that straight away throughout it, but immediate thoughts on the Max product, absolute rocket balls. So I'm going to move into the core product, as they're calling what I would say standard, and this is a 3 hybrid, 19 degrees set as standard, but don't forget this is adjustable. 20 degrees was the Max. Slightly more compact profile, but still not too much, and much better shaping than the old Tour model that used to exist. Didn't get that one quite as good, very much, yeah, didn't get it quite as good, but a 194 carry, wasn't expecting that. And that was an absolute knuckleball again. Yeah, 204 carry, 15.5. Feels so good. Be interesting to match up. I think ball speed and club head speed very similar to what I achieved with the Max product. Still launching, interestingly enough, more spin coming off this. Again, not as good of a ball, and that's the interesting bit, isn't it? That's why hybrids are just such a difficult club to ignore. No matter what make or model, 199 carry with what wasn't a great strike. 132 ball speed is quick. Yeah, 202 carry. Cut across it a bit. Interesting enough, spinning higher than the Max product, which is why you've got to test these things out. On each occasion, more spin. Launching pretty much the same. So for me, and I'm talking about a few balls in, both incredibly good, but the Max product performed better in my hands and felt a little bit better, which is down to probably hitting the centre a bit more often. But why would you ignore these things? Hybrids all day long, incredible product. 205 carry, 130 ball speed. That's again an incredible set of numbers. Thumbs up. You take your pick, both incredibly good hybrids. Again, it was impressive. It was fast ball speeds. I've seen it from a lot of hybrids right now. It performed really well, but I'm going to move finally into the Fairway Woods. Fairway Woods, for me, are very different profiles. We've got a core product, we've got a Max product, and we have got this Tour model. Now, I'm going to show you the shaping and profile differences for you now. They're each going to appeal to a different golfer. Very briefly, the Max product is a very flat and elongated shape. The standard or core model sort of sits in between to what moves into the Tour model, which is a more compact player's style, I would say. Let's see what I thought of the performance of each of these. That's huge. That's as long as I hit some of the drives. It just shows you, once again, I preach this on all year, length of shaft, 3-wood shaft, obviously on a 3-wood, and it's as effective as playing driver. I cannot understand why brands aren't giving this more of a standard option. Yeah. Just as well. Easy to control. Yeah, good performing 3-wood. Nothing that, I mean, that 229 carry was pretty exceptional and a bit unusual. My Sunday best, I feel. 132. Just dropped off again a bit down the left-hand side. Okay, without being anything to write home about, to be honest with you. Right, into the Max. Very different profile, flatter, elongated, and clearly a lot of weight shoved to the back side. That was low off the face as well. I mean, I'd take it any day, and it just shows you, again, the advancements with these 3-woods. That was off the bottom and did incredibly well, 208. And that, again, whereas a lot of help has been put, because it's something that we do, which is hit the bottom of the club face with Fairway Woods. That was more of a rip, and jumps up to 138 ball speed again. That is absolutely knuckleball. 227. I mean, my God. That is effective. 2.8 spin. Good ball flight, good launch angle. Incredible ball speed to club head ratio, and a 1.49 smash factor. Probably one of the products I enjoyed most out of last year's lineup was the Tour model. Really interesting, again, lovely profile, very classic in its shaping, and that weight option, 40 grams of sliding weight, was impressive. Is the performance. Oh, just listen to that. Wow, that felt so good. It did okay, but only a 90 mile an hour swing speed. That's clearly the warm-up, but that felt so good off the face. I don't know whether you can pick up acoustics-wise, very different sounding, as it was last year, but not harsh like it was last year, which would have been a criticism for me. Just tell straight away this wants to go off. Yeah, lower ball flight. I mean, it's just a classic 3-wood that is packed with power. 225 carry, 2.5 spin, 13.6 launch. And would you believe, and you don't have to believe, it's what Trackman's telling me, a 1.5 smash factor, which ball speed to club head speed ratio, exceptional. This thing is quite possibly the standout product in the lineup. Oh my God. Oh, 139. Oh, what a shame. What a shame I turned it over. 139, 140 ball speed, sorry. Yeah. This is, I mean, this to me is almost an option instead of mini driver. Because it's just ripping off the face. I've got the weight port at the very back, so I'm actually helping me with launch, even though it's still launching low. But you've got the option to move that 40 gram away forward and change that up significantly. If you can handle that. Oh my God. That's just got under that one a bit. Got under that one a bit, and a 212 carry. Yeah, all day long. Tell the difference. Spun a bit, that one. Launched high, peak height high, but a 212 carry. Impressive. Sound and feel changed significantly from last year's model, which for me was a bit hard. Not going to bother many, but oh my word. That's a club I could hit in here all day, every day. 136 ball speed, 224 carry. That is a 3-wood, worth putting in the bag. Now, as you can see, I got quite excited about one product in particular, and I did last year, to be honest with you, because this Tour model is really, really interesting. This weight, this sliding weight is really interesting, and I only tried it in one fixed position, and to be honest with you, my fear would be if I shoved that forward, everything I enjoyed about this product would probably be lost because I wouldn't be able to deal with the sort of low spin version that it would perhaps create. Once again, all look very, very good, but these do look very, very different at dress, so you've got to choose wisely just on that basis alone. The performance out of each of them was very, very good. You'll see there was a bit of inconsistency, and a lot of that down to my performance with both the Core and the Max product, but they each produced 2 incredibly long 3-woods for me, which was near on 230 carry. So the performance is in there, but I got amazing performance out of this Tour product. The consistency was impressive, first of all. The ball flight was an absolute knuckleball in terms of just perfect, sat in terms of that launch parameter, spin number and ball speed, where this carried to. As I stated, I think when I was trying it, almost rivaled what I did with the driver, and emphasis again on control and shorter shaft is the key. I'm going to quickly have a look over if we've got a 4-inch loft sleeve in terms of 2 degrees either way, which is really important. And an important note to mention is that loft sleeve now is available in all models where it wasn't last year, and I think that's really important. Yeah, again, the difference is just that CG location, which is key to changing how a club is set up for the type of golfer it's aimed for. It is that simple. Super impressive. The shock for me was just how good that 3-wood Tour model was. Exceptionally good, and I think is a real alternative for a driver in the bag. I think it'd be interesting just to how that performs off a tight lie on the fairway, and could be something incredibly special to stick in the bag. That's me done. First look, like I said, of the whole range from the TaylorMade Qi35 lineup. That's my thoughts. Let me know what you think of these. How do you think they performed in my hands? And will it be something that you'll look at in the future? Right, thanks for watching. I'll see you all soon.